we're live. We're finally live. Thank you so much. No, really. Stop. Come on. Stop. I know I'm a rising star, but that's okay. So I'm Denver Sings. I always do that. I'm so used to saying Denver Sings because I'm Denver Sings when I'm performing. But now I am the Denver of the Denver Show. And so I realized that I've got to come up with a consistent time. I used to be on consistently Wednesday at 7 p.m. I would stream. But lately I've just been random as I'm starting to get this ramped up again. So the reason why I'm doing that, is because, of course, I need practice. And if you could see my command central here, it's pretty complicated. And I'm streaming to so many locations. I'm streaming to Twitter, X, The Denver Show. If you put underscores under all those, you'll find me there. On X, please follow me there. Also on the official Denver Show, my page on Facebook, and my personal page, Denver Harris. And then where else am I streaming? Oh, my gosh. YouTube. The Denver Show on YouTube. I think I'm streaming on Denver Sings. This is so many places. So anyways, I'm just getting started on all this stuff. And I'm also, there's just, when important things come up, that's when I start streaming. And this is very, very important that's come up here. First of all, let me introduce to you my my other page. This is my Twitter page, the Denver Show on Twitter. So it's at the Denver show, and you'll find me on Twitter. So, and here's all kinds of stuff that I'm posting on there. I post there regularly. So there's a lot to talk about there. You see here, and also I'm on Facebook, the Denver Show. You can see here too. I'm live right there. It's kind of like a mirror, right? So here's the Denver Show on Facebook, and I post a lot of stuff every day. This is my live stream right here. This should be live right now. Let me refresh this. Is this live right now? It should be. Refresh. I think I checked the stream and it was good. There I am. So yeah, I'm live there. And then there's here's all the stuff that I stream or don't stream that I cover. So regularly when I'm not streaming, I'm posting articles that are interesting, like this one. Are they planning to kill Trump in prison? Which I think they are. I don't think there's any way that they're going to allow Trump to be president. As you might have heard today, that the Supreme Court said he was immune to anything he did while he's president. So I'm not sure what that means yet. I'm not sure if that means that he's not going to get a prison sentence. Because I think the original plan was for him, just so many things go his way. They were going to send him in prison, and then they wanted to take away Secret Service protection. Unheard of for a presidential or a president, because think about it, a president. Let me get back to this. A president has a lot of secrets, national secrets. So there is a good reason why they protect all presidents. So even if it's a president you don't like, they should be protected because they have so many secrets. So they want to take away their secrets, or the Secret Service protection. They want to send him in prison, taken away, and then I think that way he can be killed, and then they can say he's suicided. I mean, there's so much shit a government can do. And that's the problem with our government right now. It's just out of control. We are becoming the third world, banana republic, and just some evil people taking control. Literally, there's one thing Democrats and Republicans agree on. This is a very important election. Now, if Trump gets in, which he overwhelmingly is going to win all the elections, no matter who it's against, whether it's Biden or they replaced Mr. Magoo Biden, he's going to win no matter who it is. So this has got the Democrats in panic. And when I say Democrats, I mean socialists, I mean communists, I mean tyrannical government, people who just will kill to continue in power. So I think they literally will kill Trump. They will assassinate him. You know, the little tiny little blow dart that you can't see. And he's like, I mean, I hate to think of it, but I really think that's a possibility. I don't think that these communists are going to give up their power. I better do my I've got a where's it at? Here it is. These communists are going to, yeah, that's my little censor when I say but I don't think they're going to give up their power for any reason at all. They're just power hungry. I wish maybe you can look up the quote, but there was a quote that said, "A tyrant will destroy a nation to rule over the ashes," and this is who the Democrats are. So this is what I noticed. This is why I was inspired to start this stream right now. This is why, right here. So 72% of the voters say Biden is mentally ill, is not mentally fit to serve as president. We knew this. I mean, the right and the people that care about truth, they knew this. We all knew this. We all knew this. And it was remarkable. If you saw my live stream last time, I was expecting them to say that Biden was fantastic in the debate and everything, and I was shocked. I was shocked. So why would the media suddenly go from, no, it's your imagination, it's bullshit, that he is mentally fit, this is a conspiracy theory? Why would they go from that to like, wow, did you see him? He blew it. He's going to lose to Trump. Why do you think that the media suddenly was saying that bullshit? And the reason is, you got to remember this. The media, they literally are controlled by the government. They are CIA operatives. It's propaganda. And at some point, when the CIA decided, okay, we can't fool the majority of the people good enough right now, so we need to change the narrative. So they send the marching orders out to MSNBC or PMSNBC, CNN, the Clown News Network, and all these left-wing news media outlets. They send the orders out to say, now you're going to speak the truth about Biden. We want you to do that. Because they obviously have a plan. Now you watch and see. There's no reason why all of a sudden, literally, they did 100% flip on Biden. Something that the right and conservatives already knew about Biden. I mean, they even said that he wasn't capable. He wasn't capable of standing trial. If you're not capable of standing trial, you're not capable to run the country. So all of a sudden the media flipped. Suddenly, he all know he's cognitive. He's sharp. That's a right-wing conspiracy. All of a sudden, after that debate, it shocked me. You can watch the previous live stream when I was streaming the presidential debate, and I go, now watch these guys. Watch these guys talk about how great Biden was. And I was like, what? They actually flipped on him. So, there's a reason for that. You got to remember, they get their marching orders. They absolutely get their marching orders from the CIA. And so that means when you saw them flip, that should tell you that there's an alternate plan right now. They got a plan to replace Biden. Otherwise, the media wouldn't flip like that. When they finally admitted the truth, it wasn't because they came to some, wow, the right was right. The conservatives were right. He's not fit to be president. No, it wasn't that. They knew that all along. They were just repeating the propaganda that the CIA fed them. These are CIA operatives, propaganda. And so they finally got their orders to flip. Now think about it. Think about how ridiculous and how much crow they have to swallow to go from just a few days before talking about how sharp Biden is. And who was the guy? Scarborough? Scarborough said, fuck you if you don't like the truth, but Biden, this is the best Biden ever. And then he flips. How embarrassing, right? Not to them. You know why? Because all they care about is that paycheck. That paycheck. By the way, if you want to discuss this, I have an 800 number, a free, toll-free phone call, 855-854-TALK. 855-854-TALK if you want to discuss this. So I'll keep that up there for a while. So they totally flipped on him. And now all the media is reporting the truth about the polls. 72% of voters say Biden not mentally fit to serve as president. 72%. That's freaking insane. You got to understand that in these polls, if one candidate is 10%, only 10%, if it's 60-50, or if it's 60-40 or 55-50, that's a big margin. This is 72%. 72%. Look at that. That's a lot. That's incredible. So we live in our little bubble. Here we are as conservatives. Okay? And we live in our little bubbles and we think, finally, America's waking up. This is awesome. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. But this is what inspired me to do this live stream. This should scare every American shitless that 72% of the voters say Biden's not mentally fit to serve as president. And here's why. Because we live in our little bubble and we think, okay, we're going to be good now. Americans are waking up. We're good now. Wait, I should get my little hearts. There they are. My fireworks, right? You got to see this. I get my little fireworks. Yeah. Come on. There we go. And if I do one thumb, I should get. So Americans, we think Americans are waking up, right? And if I do this is cool too. All right. So enough of that. I'm sorry. This is just some new stuff that's really fun. So Americans are waking up. So this makes us happy, right? We're like, cool. We feel comfortable. We're like, okay, we're safe. We're good. Okay, we might recover. We might save our country. But here is something that we rarely think about. We got to remember that our little world our little bubble is not the world. If we realize that, if 72% of us realize that Biden is not mentally fit to be president, what do you think our enemies are doing? Now put yourself in the shoes of the enemy. If 72% of our enemies say Biden's not even fit to be president, can you think of a better time for anyone to attack the United States? Any of our enemies? Is there a better time? This is what should scare you shitless. Because as Americans, and apparently a lot of dumb people who just finally got on board, which I'm happy about that, but they were literally dumb. I mean, you have to be stupid not to see it. But they finally admit, they finally get it. Like, oh, Biden isn't fit to be president. So most Americans waking up, and that should make us happy. Like, okay, the world's waking up. But when you think of our enemies also saying, hey, Biden's not fit to be president, is there a better time to attack the United States? Is there a better time? Now, here's something that the media doesn't report on, and you may not have heard. Only those who actually go out and decide to be informed has heard about. Right here. Look at this. I got to click on it. Hold on. Where's my... There we go. Russian warships in Cuba are no threat, USC says. Did you know that there are Russian warships off the coast of Cuba? This is what it was. It was 60 miles. This is 60 miles from Florida. From Florida. Look, I'm not trying to be a fearmonger. I'm really not trying to do that. I'm really, really not trying to fearmonger for clicks or anything like that. But seriously, anybody with half a brain should understand that when we see that 72% of Americans believe that Biden's not fit to be president, we have to understand that so do our enemies realize that. And Russia has warships in Cuba, and the U.S. says, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's those freaking idiots. It's those freaking idiots called Democrats. These people are so evil that they will literally bring down our country just to rule over the ashes. This is how evil they are. And they want to convince you that Trump's evil. It's the end of democracy. Know this about the Democrats. They're communists in disguise, and everything that they say the right is, that's what they're doing. You know, they say the right's racist, but who brings up racism every single time in every single topic? It's the left. And don't forget that Biden, hold on, let me look this up. Let me pull this down. Biden was the good friends with the leader of the Ku Klux Klan. And he actually talked, well, they want to talk about Trump. They misquote him saying there's good people on both sides, which is proven false. He was not talking about the people he was talking about the people bringing down the statues, not talking about the white supremacist. Okay, so it's already been proven that that's not what Trump was talking about. And they keep using that. But here's the truth about it. Let me look this up. So Biden, this is Reuters. Let's see what Reuters say about this. Here's a fact check. It's so funny how fact checks, a lot of people take them as if the fact checkers aren't biased themselves. Robert Byrd, that's who it was. Robert Byrd. Let's see what they say. I haven't seen this article, so let me bring this up. Let me bring this up. Robert Byrd. What do they fact check about Robert Byrd? Robert Byrd, U.S. Representative, eulogy video can be found here. Transcript can be found here. Other predominant political leaders, such as Barack Obama and President Clinton, also spoke at the funeral. The Grand Wizard is widely understood to be the highest leadership of the KKK, according to Encyclopedia Britannica, was followed by a descending hierarchy of grand dragons, grand tetons, or titans, and grand cyclopses, whatever. So what are they saying? Get to the point. They say the highest level within organization empire. It doesn't matter whether it's the highest level or not. The dude Byrd was a KKK leader. Robert Byrd, and Biden spoke highly of him. Let me see if I can get to that. They had some links here. Readers sometimes, which can be seen here, previously debunked claims that Byrd in his relationship to KKK can be seen here. All right, let's see what they say here. There's a we can't find that page. So their own link. Look at this. Reuters fact checked the previous debunked claims that that Byrd was in his relations to the KKK, which can be seen here and here. Let's try the other one. False claim. Joe Biden pictured with Grandly. It doesn't matter where he's pictured of it with him. He actually gave a eulogy, and actually talked about how Byrd was a great man. The KKK. Not to mention, fact, Joe Biden. You can search this. I could take the time to do it right now, and you'd have to sit and wait for it. Maybe you'll say, "Oh, okay, I'll do it anyways." But Biden talked about racial jungle. He doesn't want his kids raised in a racial jungle. Biden, kids in a racial jungle. Now, if you want a great video on this, on how Biden is the forgotten racist, not to mention, remember Kamala Harris during the debates was accusing Biden of being a racist. And then when she was picked for VP, all of a sudden, that was okay. It was okay. But anyways, I'm getting off. Back to the original point. We've got Russian warships off the coast of Cuba. We've got American people realizing, 72% of them realize that Biden's not fit to run this country. This is what should scare the shit out of you. Our enemies realize that too. Now think about this. Put yourself in the place of an enemy. If you want to destroy a country, attack a country, and you realize that somebody is president that's not fit to be president, he has a cognitive decline, he has dementia, he's like Mr. Magoo. There's never going to be a better chance to attack this country. Ever. Are you going to wait till the next election where Trump might get in? Trump's no fucking pushover. That's why he got in North Korea and he met with the North Korean Kim Jong-un because he's respected. They fear him. Look it up. You can look up some Trump handshake with Putin and all these other leaders. He dominates. He pulls them in. Trump is not afraid of anybody, and people fear him. And that was supposed to be a negative, that people fear him, that other countries fear him. That didn't, but it was respect. They respect him. They wouldn't cross him. So they got this dunderhead, Mr. Magoo in office. Wouldn't you attack now before November? Before January, before the next president gets in? Isn't that the time you would attack this country? Knowing we have just a loser ruling their country. Like, he's brain dead. And what's the second command? Camel toe Harris? Really? Kamala? They disrespect her so much. Even the Democrats don't like her. By the way, she's not black. Okay, look up her mix, and she's not black. So that's also bullshit. But they're going to bypass her. If they're going to replace Biden, they're going to bypass her and go to someone else. What does that say about the vice president? It should be pretty obvious that if Biden is determined not to be capable of being president, we go to the vice president. That's what the vice president's for. But they're going to skip over her because they even know that she's a shit. So here's the thing. While this might make the right and conservatives happy, you got to realize our enemies also see this. And there's no better time to attack America. No better time than now. So, I don't know. I mean, what do we do? It's honestly, I'm afraid to be here right now until the election, even after. Because no matter who wins, shit's going to hit the fan. I don't think the right will tolerate any longer a fraudulent election. Yes, it was fraudulent. No one voted for this piece of shit. It wasn't 89 million people that voted for him. Yeah, there was a bunch of duped people that couldn't see he was stupid. And now they're waking up. But it was fraud. And Trump was not trying to steal the election. He went through his legal rights. He used the legal rights to go through the courts to have them look at this stuff. These shit do not care about that. They don't care that you have a legal right to challenge something. Because they're communist. So they're blaming Trump for trying to overthrow the election. No, he's going through the legal channels to say, hey, look at this. Was there fraud? What the wrong with that? Nothing. You piece of communist. Ugh. It's ridiculous. So, I don't know. You need to think about this. You need to know what's going on. You need to be prepared for things. I don't want to sound like a prepper, but I wish I would have been a prepper 10 years ago, 20 years ago when they were made fun of and had a bunch of food and water stored up, a bunch of silver and gold. Because we are in a very dangerous time. I'm even considering leaving the country. Costa Rica, Vietnam, something to see what happens. Our enemies are seeing the same thing, folks. They're seeing a dunderhead in the office. And if they dare attack the United States, now is the time. So anyways, the number is 855-854-TALK. Obviously, you guys don't want to talk. You could also, if you want to make comments or stuff, I could put up there. But I'm pretty much done with this. So I hope I give you something to think about. That's all I want. I don't want to fearmonger. I just want to give you something to think about. And by the way, I'll be starting a podcast about for coaching, relationships, intimacy coaching, all that. I've got, I'm looking for a good co-host to join me, and I think I found one. So we'll see how that goes. So watch for our Soul Kindle podcast if you're interested in relationships and how to communicate properly in relationships. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if most of you don't know that I'm Also a certified life coach and relationship coach. Also a certified hypnotist. So I also have a site where you can download free MP3 tracks for hypnosis. And you can also subscribe to a membership site that has right now over 40 tracks for hypnosis to help you out. And it explains, totally explains. Just go to soulkindle.com. One word, soul, SOUL, Kindle, KINDLE. Soulkindle.com and check that out. So that's it for me. Eventually, the Denver show will get back on schedule. Probably Wednesday nights probably are pretty good. We used to be Wednesday night, 7 o'clock when I had my co-host. And I think we need to go back to that and get some consistency going. But right now, this really hit me pretty hard. And I thought it was something that needs to be talked about and something we need to look at. That's it. In spite of what's going on in the world, love and peace and joy to you. I'm out.